Okay, I'm under the hood of the Trooper here with this Lexus V8 mounted. I just wanted to kind of go over the way that this stuff works. All of the wires that run this motor basically come out of this loom here on the back. These are all the wires that run up here to all these sensors and the injectors and all that stuff. They all run out of this loom and to this junction right here. And this coincidentally fits perfectly into the hole that the iTech loom came out of. So when you pull the iTech out, you pull all those wires back through the firewall, this loom will plug right in here perfectly. You've got a small loom that comes up here, and these go to the igniters that will mount over here on the apron. And you've got the airflow meter, which is going to mount out here somewhere. And then aside from that, you've got the big black positive that goes at the starter like normal. And then we just use the stock Trooper negative, and that'll be grounded to the block as well. So once you've pulled the iTech and you've cleaned all this stuff up, there's normally that shielding plate right here, and this is the headlight relays, and then you've got a few plugs and relays that come out of the firewall here, and this stuff could all be pulled back through here. We've got a couple wires that come off here that need to be out here. You've got the stuff for the wiper motor and the cruise control if you were going to run that, and then I don't remember what this one's for, but most of this stuff could be pulled back through here is what I'm getting at, and you could just be left with just a small amount of wires coming out here to run your wiper and cruise control, and then this is your smog stuff, so we don't even need that vacuum switching valves and whatnot. So literally just this and this, and then ground that could even be grounded inside, but that's really all there is here. This stuff will all be pulled back through the firewall. Open the door, please. So what I've done on the Lexus LS400, this is a 93. It's exactly the same as the one that we were using for the motor and the Trooper. I've gone ahead and gutted the dash out of this thing, but left everything plugged in so you can see how it all looks on this side and where it all goes. It's all basically pretty simple. This is that loom that I was just showing you that comes through the dash of the Trooper, and it comes down and plugs into the ECM. All three of those wires plug into the ECM. That's all controlling the motor. This is what goes to the car. It gives, powers up the engine. There's, your O2 light, your ignition switch on, your crank, all those types of wires come in here. And so you have all those same type of wires on your iTech stock on your Trooper. So it's just a matter of, pulling the ECM on the Trooper, identifying what wires do what, and then splicing them onto here so that we can power up the Toyota ECM. We've got a couple of the plugs over here that go to the transmission control modules and stuff like that, which we're not going to be using because we're running a 5-speed. So that's basically it. I mean, you've got AC controls, and then your check engine light, and then power from the ignition, and a few grounds and whatnot. But essentially, this here is all you have to do to power up the Lexus motor. You know what I mean? This whole loom right here just comes right out of the firewall down to here, and we've just duplicated that on the Trooper, and then it's just a matter of getting all these. Actually, you don't even use all of them. I think there's only seven or eight. I've got 7 or 8 wires marked that need to go from the Trooper wiring harness to this plug right here in order to fire up the Lexus motor.